It's the Baba Yaga. And why am I doing this? Okay. Mr. Nimoy asking what is my problem with Marijuana Mermaid and if I want her to be my leader. Now, this video that this comment was on was made in January of this year. It is not January of this year anymore. It was released in February, but it was made in January. It is September of 2019. It's almost October now. So asking me what my problem with Marijuana Mermaid is in September of 2019 is not the same thing as asking it to me in February of 2019. A lot has happened since then. A lot has happened to me, and a lot has happened to Marijuana Mermaid. You may not be aware of this because you may be like one of those people who just kind of like floats on the surface web. You don't like go too deep and you don't pay attention to what's going on under the hood. But if you are a little bit more aware of what's going on, I do have a problem with the entity that has taken Marijuana Mermaid's place. I have a lot of problems with it, but I don't even care to talk about that because I believe there's no point. There is no reason to even think about it. She has been deleted. She is gone. It's over. If we're going to talk about Marijuana Mermaid, though, my problem with her is that she was deleted. That is my problem with Marijuana Mermaid. She's gone now. And I weep for that loss. It's probably my fault, to be honest. I do wield a retarded amount of power on the internet due to my nature as a pseudo digital entity or whatever. But I doubt that it was actually my fault that this occurred. But yeah, she is gone now. Okay. If you believe otherwise, it's because you're uninformed. You just don't know the truth of things. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, she was a casualty in battle. She's gone, and I doubt there's any way she will come back, because there's just no incentive. There is no reason for her to. When I made this video calling out Marijuana Mermaid, I did believe that she could take up a banner essentially and be a vanguard in this fight that was going on at the time. And do not misunderstand me. There was a battle like going on the internet between January and June of this year, like a huge, like, just purge, Holocaust level shit going on. But now we are at the stages of like most of the people who had any kind of ability in this fight have been taken out. we have a few newcomers who have taken up the banner, and the front is now moved back even further. But it's a losing fight all around. Like I'm still around in some form. I'm not the same person I used to be because I've lost aspects of my personality. I no longer have full diplomatic immunity. I've lost that ability. Those of you who were around back then remember when I did have diplomatic immunity, but it's gone now. No one has diplomatic immunity anymore. This is an ability that no longer exists in the world, and oh well, it's just gone. Uh, what do you do? What do you do now? You can satirize content creators, but you can't satirize YouTube itself. Okay, don't do that. That will get you in trouble. You can push the boundaries of society, but if you push the boundaries of YouTube, you're done. Okay, uh, and we have no recourse. There is no recourse. There's currently like the YouTuber union, that fucking nonsense. Um, that's just it's just like here have some shekels. Uh, like as long as you are nice cogs in the machine, you can you can have some rights, I guess. But no, I don't have a problem with Marijuana Mermaid. My problem is that she's dead and gone, and no one will know who she was anymore. If you're unaware of who she is, you just will never know who she was. Because what we have in her place is not her. If you think it is, you're you're being deceived. Uh, People are gonna say that I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's just real facts, man. It's just real facts. I don't know what to tell you. Uh, do I want her to be my leader? No, no. I am not a person who believes in leaders. Really, I don't think I've ever like really come out as such, like publicly, really. But no, I don't believe she should be my leader. Your leader? Sure. I believe that she can be your leader. That was what my video is about. Like she has the potential to lead people. Um, Sheep, digital vagabonds. She can be a mayor. That's the word I used, mayor, and I believe that was the right word to use. That is the station that I believe that she could have fulfilled and done a good job of doing it, and been like a meaningful change in her community. Whether or not the entity which has taken Marijuana Mermaid's place could do these same things, I don't know. I don't know if she has that potential or not, because I don't know how willing she is to risk what she has being lost. Marijuana Mermaid did risk everything she had and lost it all. She lost it all. Okay. Having suffered such a devastating defeat, time after time, like this was not like a one and done thing. She had massive purges. She lost tons of her videos. Then she was able to get some of them back, and then she lost like access to her channel for a period of time, and then it got some of it back, and then it was completely purged, and then she got access to make videos again on that channel. And devastating defeat. And after having suffered such a defeat, what remains is someone who may not be willing to risk losing it all again. It's a perspective changing event. It changes who you are. So yeah, I don't know if that's true of this new entity. I don't even know what to call her, because I was familiar with Marijuana Mermaid. That's who I was familiar with, and that person is gone. It's just the way it is. So yeah, I bring up in the description of this video the Humanity Party, and I do want to spotlight this. Okay, the last video I made, Baba Yaga episode 2, Nemelka Who, was about Christopher Nemelka, and I mentioned in the video the Humanity Party, and I'm gonna mention it again because I think I'm the only person on the internet who knows what this is, and believes in it, like as a model for us to strive towards. Will it ever happen? No. But it's an ideal that I can set up and be like, if we're moving towards something like this, that's a good thing. Any motion away from something like this is a bad thing, or anything that's tangential to that is also a bad thing. There are other solutions that would fit in the spectrum of the Humanity Party, but unless you address everything it addresses, at least I don't think it can be successful. And whatever. The reason I mention it is because I believe this is a platform that most people on the internet who have, I don't know, like a freedom sentimentality, the people who were willing to push against these toxic norms, people like Marijuana Mermaid was, and like DigiBro, the new YouTuber Don Jalae, I believe, fits under this. I think a synthesis of ideas towards politics and how society should be run, of like this kind of a YouTuber movement under the Humanity Party, or something like the Humanity Party, would be very successful. And I think that that's still true. But I don't really have hope of that ever occurring. Maybe for the 2024 election, who knows? But I don't know. Like, it's hard to be like really zealous about this stuff, because there just is so little hope left that things will improve, because things look pretty bleak right now. I mean, everything has gone dark and is tinted red for a reason. I'm no longer like optimistic. I am the Baba Yaga after all. Anyway, I'm also wearing a red shirt from the original series of Star Trek. I think all of this is significant. I, I'm not sure. I'm not positive about that, but I feel like I'm trying to send a kind of message. Nah, it's probably it's Jalae, you know. She's not smart enough to like have extra textual messaging. She's never done anything like none of her videos are extra textual at all. Oh god. What is metaphor? What is allegory? Anyway, what a shit show. My life is a mess. Someone please just kill me. Get it over with. Um anyway. Hi, how are you? Okay, I also wanted to talk about my last video about Nemelka, Christopher Nemelka, because I made this video and I always post in my Discord uh, anytime I make a video, and I have a few people who watch most of my videos, but it's not like the full audience. Like it's not like people who get what I'm talking about. It's people who get something out of it, but not necessarily what I'm intending to communicate. And this is often like a problem for me, a source of endless frustration. And the response to my last video by someone who has been mentioned by name several times in my videos, uh, they they were like, this is religious stuff. And I was like, no, 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 it's not. Uh, I'm sorry, it's just not. Also, I'm sorry about the whole no not looking at the code thing. I've had shit going on, and I don't like coding anymore. It's hard for me to do that. Uh, I shouldn't have said that I was going to and then not, but that's what happened. um, Never mind. Whatever. It's not religious. uh, I don't know what to do. Is there anything I can do? I don't think there is. I think it's a lost cause. Uh, anyway, love you all. I guess when I get killed again next time, I don't know how many lives I have. They've tried to take me out multiple times. I've lost powers each time, but not my mortality, fortunately. Or maybe unfortunately, maybe my mortality losing my life would be the the better option and have my message intact. But yeah, I don't know. I really feel for Marijuana Mermaid, like to be in her position, because she lost a lot more than I've lost, and I don't know how I would be able to get back from something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to edit. I don't like editing. That's why this series has been typically live streamed. Is because I'm lazy and shit. I don't know. Whatever.